Hello and welcome! I am Annemie, and today we're going to be taking a look inside the platformer Battleblock Theater. So this is a neat little platform game. I'm going to show you some story bits, although I'm not going to spoil any of the story for you. Let's just go in here. So, the first thing to note is you got a lot of customization. I personally like this Triceratops. You can have all sorts of different colours, all sorts of different shaped heads. So you've got a nice pumpkin one going on here for Halloween, potentially. I think they've also got, seeing as today at time of recording is apparently Thanksgiving. I don't know about these things, but this is what I've been told. You've got a nice little turkey going on. But yeah, I'm going to stick with this little Triceratops and a whole variety of different weapons. So, this is a nice, colourful platform game where you are one of these many different types of prisoners and you have to collect gems. So let's go into Chapter 1. There is some story going behind this, explaining everything. It's all very charmingly done and possesses what one might call actual humour in a game, which is astounding, I know. Some of it is a little bit more awkward, so I think your mileage may vary. But on the whole, I really like the style. It's sort of school theatre if narrated by... if the script were actually written by the children. But yet still actually funny. Okay, so how do I get... there we go. So you run around, you do your jumping thing, you avoid traps, and you generally just try and collect as much as possible. Ah, spikes. Over this way. You need to collect... oh, accidentally killed myself. I forgot which weapon I had equipped at the time. Usually you just have to get 3 gems in order... oh! Ah!
That's right, not just any hat,
ooh.
but a golden hat. And it's
Golden hats occasionally appear, giving you more gems, but in general, you need to get about 3 gems in order to get to the exit. But you can collect more if you particularly want to. And in fact, you will need to for the higher ratings. There we go. Okay. There is also a ball of yarn in every level. And you use these to unlock more weapons, whereas the gems are for characters. So that's all fun. Okay. Ah, you're gonna... oh. Don't hit me, you silly kitten thing. Ah. Some of these are quite difficult, as you can see. Oh, there we go. Let's grab that. There we go. Usually you can get the top hat back if you die at any point, unless you actually drown. Okay. So I think there's one more and then I can get to the exit. There we are. So each level is really quite short. And you're given a rating at the end with how well you did. I think I might have been a bit too slow to get a top rating there. Nope. Top rating for me. So these levels all come in sets of 3. You do 3 sets of 3. Is there a boat actually in here? No. You do 3 sets of 3 and then you do essentially a boss level, which is timed. And that's where the real difficulty starts coming in, because these, as you can see, they are short, they are sweet, and if you get something wrong, you can just retry it. Let's get you out. Let's get the boat further across. Simples. Ooh. But yeah. So, one thing I really like about this game is because the levels are so short, you can do them in quite a bite-sized way. Okay, let's see if I can get across here. I think... There we are. And you can, if you've got just a spare 5 or 10 minutes, you do a level. And that's all the investment you really need. Okay, how do I get out of here now? Ah, this way. Some of the gems are slightly more hidden than others behind false blocks, as you can see. Okay. There must be more gems. Ah, there's a gem. I think I've missed a gem somewhere, but we'll see. Some of them only have 6 gems in the level, some have 7, some even only have 5. Oh, yep, got all of them. Okay, let's do one more in this set. Oh, how on earth do I get to that one? Oh, it'll be coming from above, right. So, this game isn't perfect. As I said, I really like it. But one of the... Oh, right, so I've got to do that. But one of the issues I do have with it is that later in the game, it does get more difficult, but at the same time it feels like it's doing that via making it more unpredictable. Ah, stupid. Oh. There we go. Skills! Oh. By making things a bit more random with more of the bouncy things going around. So you see these sort of... those ones. With these sorts of circumstances, they're easy enough to predict where you're going to end up and react, but later on it gets quite hectic. Okay. That feels like... Ah, there's a gem up there. So one of these ways will probably be the right way, the other way will get me to some... Oh! Yeah, that's the problem with ice. Let's get up here again. There we go. There also seemed to be a portal thing up there, didn't there? Is that towards the... Yes! There we go. And particularly when you're in the boss levels and therefore they're a bit more... Oh, that's not good. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. There we go. So when it's timed, it gets a bit more obnoxious if you keep sort of failing, because essentially the chaotic nature of your movement led you astray. But that only really takes an issue quite towards the end, significantly closer to the end. There is a little bit more of design which I do dislike in this, and that's most of the enemies can be killed, and that's absolutely grand. I like killing enemies. But some enemies can't be killed and they will fire homing missiles at you, which again just increases the randomization, and not in a fun way. But the times where I felt frustrated were few and far between for this game, let's put it that way. Okay, so here is the gift shop, and this is where you can buy more prisoners. At the start of the game, I think they cost 10 each, but now, because I've bought a fair few, it's 15 each, so you can trade in your gems, get some more prisoners, get a bit of progression along the way, and one other thing that I really like is that you can check your stats out with your other friends. So unfortunately, I'm not quite as good as my other friend here, but I can feel some satisfaction that I've got more gems than all of these other people. Not that person, but all these other people. It's like, yes! So you've got some fun competition going on there. And also, actually, let's go back to that screen. You properly get an idea of how much you've unlocked and how much is left to unlock should you choose to do it. Now, I'm almost certain that you can't unlock all of these just by playing the story. because there are just too many, but there are also community-created sections which will also let you get more gems. Up here you can trade in your yarn for weapons and tools, but unfortunately that is much more of a finite economy and you can't trade your yarn in for gems, which again would have been a nice thing to implement, because at the moment my yarn is just sitting there useless and will forever more. But ah well. So yeah, I really like this game. It's really not that expensive. As you can see, you've got some time trials here that you can do as well once you've completed the main thrusts of your game. It's not that long, but it's about as long as it needs to be, let's put it that way. So if you like platformers, this is very much an enjoyable experience. You get to unlock lots of things, you get to feel rewarded, you get to have nice bite-sized fun. So yeah, if you like platformers, get this. If you don't typically like platformers, you might find that the humor is enough to sell you on, and the feeling of cute characters and so on. So yeah. If you've enjoyed this video, however, I would suggest that you give it a like. That will enable me to produce more of these, and if you want to see more of the same sorts of videos and different sorts of videos, like playthroughs of Hitman levels and Deus Ex and Alien Isolation, subscribe to this channel. And I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye!